Hey everybody, my name is Chris and I'm one of the core team members at Gluon. Standing next to me is Ken Pruitt. He works for IPD and he has been heavily involved working with the engineers at Gluon, basically regarding the tune functionality, the feature functionality, how it works among some of the most complex cars. And when we say that, definitely Volvo. As you guys have seen, we work a lot with Volkswagen, a lot of European cars, Audi, Volvo. We're growing into a lot of other markets, but I wanted to grab Ken because a lot of you guys see my posts, especially within Discord and Telegram and other social media networks, getting a lot of questions. And I want to do something more off the cuff, just where Ken and I are standing here talking to you guys about what is it that really separates the Gluon device from anything you could go out there and buy that can plug into an OBD2 port. Ken, let's go ahead and describe what we have here in front of me, and you and I can go into this a little deeper.
All right. For those who aren't really familiar with the background, in the mid-90s, the federal government here in the US and in many other countries started setting a standard for vehicle communications. Yep. And this is to make it so the consumer has more access to their vehicle and is not held hostage by the dealership. The devices are generally widely available now. We used to consider this pretty high tech.
Yep.
This device will read codes from the network in the vehicle, and it will help you erase codes. There are also wireless versions of this that will operate with an app on your phone, but that's not the same as what we're doing.
Yeah.
Now, when we want to tune a car, change the mapping in the vehicle, which we've done for a lot of years, that's typically been done using a laptop, your own protocols if you have them, or more often than not, subscribing to a service with a communication device where that service allows you access in and out of the vehicle, and that only works if you're part of that subscription service.
That's right. And Ken mentioned the word protocols a few times, and when we talk about protocols, it's really having access to be able to get into the network of these vehicles. Because of our history and our background with the Gluon team and being heavy in the automotive sector, we do have relationships with some of the largest tuning companies in the world where they've already got the access to a lot of these modules that normally you would only get at an OEM or a dealership level. So the protocols have either been reverse engineered or they've designed their own proprietary format to be able to get into these vehicles, to be able to get information from like ABS, climate control, have traction control services, steering inputs, all sorts of stuff. Okay, why don't you go ahead and talk a little bit about the device and you know, what's really necessary or what sets us apart right now from anything else that you've seen.
Most devices that access the vehicle are designed to work on one network to read basic codes as the government has mandated. Today's vehicles actually have multiple networks on board. You have to speak at several different speeds to correctly read them. This device uses all the different pins in the OBD2 socket, not just one.
That's right. And when we talk about communication, is that these cars are complex. You'll see us post a lot about dual CAN. A lot of the newer cars even have multiple CAN networks on within the vehicle, high speed and low speed. And when the device is built, it has to incorporate all the aspects to be able to communicate properly, to pull the codes or pull information out of the vehicle without upsetting the network. And that's why you have to build a piece of hardware that has the best processor. This thing is loaded with the latest technology as far as the best processor, so it can communicate amongst all the different speeds on the network, the low speed and the high speed. Our processor's got the best firepower built into it right now to be able to handle any network speed that's out there right now for older vehicles all the way to the newer modern cars and all the different speeds that are on the CAN bus for that. We've got GPS, we've got 3G, 4G, and LTE for wireless services. We've got Bluetooth. All of this stuff is integrated, and I know a lot of questions have been coming across as far as the encryption goes. We've got banking standard AES encryption on this. That's something I want Ken to cover a little bit because I know he's really passionate about letting people know what the difference is between loading a car compared to just reading data. And this device is actually uploading new tunes or new software to the vehicle. So elaborate on that a little bit.
Well, we know the people that work on that end of the industry in tuning are very protective of their intellectual property, and we respect that. We use the same level of encryption that banks use to protect your information.
That's right. This has got storage capabilities as well. You're not going to find that on any off-the-shelf OBD2 plug-in device. Matter of fact, you won't find any of these features on anything like that. We're not just reading a VIN number. All that's super simple. That's all standard protocol OBD2 type stuff when plugging into a vehicle. We've gone well beyond that to be able to access multiple modules within the network. And in order to do that, when we're looking to upload information into a car or take information out of a car, it needs storage capabilities, and we've done that. Aside from streaming gauges, looking at data, data logging, all of that's just really cool features that, that we feel that we've enhanced out there from the market. And usually that stuff costs thousands of dollars within tools and equipment. And that's all going to be at your fingertips with the Gluon device. I just thought this would be pretty cool. I wanted to pull Ken, get somebody else a different perspective that you normally haven't seen, to be able to look at, get some more information from somebody on the inside, behind the scenes, always working with the Gluon team and working in this industry. So thank you very much, Ken. We'll catch you guys later.